Yo, how's everyone doing? Welcome to the house. Short, sweet blog. It's been a while. Uh, a couple of things to talk about. Actually, first things first, let's talk about feedback, criticism, and all that. When I'm talking about feedback, I'm not talking about people leaving comments. I'm talking about, just kind of like dismantling and trying to help you with some of your work. It can be found in certain comments, or it can be found in art form or art forum. See, I'm already tripping my words again. Now, a couple of things I've noticed, and it's a bad habit I've seen, it's a bad habit I've experienced before, or I have done before, and might as well just get into that topic. And it is going on a mass feedback rampage on people's pages and criticizing their drawings. Now, on the look, it can be good, or it seems like it's good, mostly because you're going around trying to help people out and such. Yet there is one specific thing you gotta understand when it comes to art feedback, when it comes to, we could kind of say feedback in general. As much as you can say whatever is being put out there can be judged and criticized, okay, that's cool. Yet there's a point where you gotta understand your feedback may not even go through to the person. And what can I say? If I just drop into a person's web page, I go on their DeviantArt page, they don't even know me, I wasn't even following them, and I just drop like a whole paragraph about what to change. Well, that whole paragraph is not gonna do shit. Couple of things. One, I don't even know this person, so I haven't followed their artistic pattern. I don't even know what they want to do and in what field they want to do. So I might be talking to an animator, but giving him feedback as a painter, or talking in painter terms in a sense. And that animator who is not going for painter type of work, or is not even diving into painterly type work, then that's gonna fall true, mostly because the animator is aiming for motion, movement, rhythm, life, and adding certain, viewing his work of movement as a painter may not give him the best of feedback. That's mostly because, again, I don't know the person and I haven't seen what they want to do. So I'm basically just shooting shit at them. And that can happen way too often online. A lot of people have this whole mentality of, I'm just gonna try to help this person as much as I can, yet I don't even know this person. And this could easily be resolved by either having, there's a couple of ways, okay? Having an art circle definitely helps. If you know people locally, you know what they want to do, you know how they want to approach certain things, and you've already hung out many times, drawn together, then bam, you've got a great feedback setting where you can constantly bounce off each other and improve your work from each other's perspective because you actually know each other. This is a bliss of working in a studio, because when you're working with a studio or inside a studio, you can always bounce off your coworker. I've heard many stories about the Udon crew, the guys who were working on the Street Fighter comics, bouncing off ideas from one another and trying to one-up each other. That is a terrific situation. You can get all the feedback you need in such a situation. Another case would be, you can do that online, trying to help out a person online, a person that you've known and interacted with for a long time. Well, okay, let's not go too far. Let's not say 1 year, but let's say a month. You've been talking, interacting, going back and forth, doing open canvas type of stuff. Well, similar to the studio situation, you're gonna somewhat try to one up each other, and at that point that creates a really healthy zone for feedback. Another terrific thing, and I kind of wish a lot more people would use it, would be going onto professional art forums. When I mean professional, I mean that's what they do. The forum is all about art. And biggest examples I could have would be CG Hub, rest in peace, or now conceptart.org, a terrific place for that. You have multiple sections: section for animators, section for painter, digital artist, traditional artist, marker, all of that, even graphic design. You know, you have your section. So in a forum like that, you can just go in there, start a topic, and then, you know, wait for feedback from people who actually know what they're saying. Okay, that may sound douchey, but it is also a very critical point. It's another great aspect where you can get feedback from people working in the industry. So they know, they've been through a lot, they have that experience, and they will help you get over some of these humps, or help you break in the industry with some of these tips. And these are the people you will have to listen to, because they're not just, you know, Joe Schmo who's been reading how to draw a manga book and then trying to tell you what to do. Not saying that Joe Schmo there is not a good artist. I'm just saying there's two different levels here of feedback weight. And personally, as a person who wants to break it even further into the industry or get better job opportunities, then I'll take the feedback from a person like Joe Matt, who has been working since forever, or hell, I'd even take feedback from Rob Liefeld in a sense, because he's been at Marvel. Yet I would just rather go with Humberto Ramos, but yada yada yada. People from the industry, right? Compared to some person on DeviantArt who I have no idea who they are, and maybe they have no idea what I want to do or what I'm currently doing. So there's multiple aspects for feedback, and I guess the main point is knowing who you're giving feedback to, and at least having a connection with that person instead of giving cold feedback, because usually cold feedback can easily be tossed away and might not be as, let's say, useful as either knowing the person, having multiple interaction with that person, and kind of like having a miniature, let's say miniature rivalry, or a person that actually knows what they're doing, has been in the industry, and has seen multiple more things. More things such as style, work ethics, techniques, all of that. So that's pretty much about it when it comes to feedback and that aspect. And I would kind of wish people would be less into cold feedback, a bit more into community type of stuff. Yet I guess it depends on where you post, you know. It depends if you go to these professional forums. Hell, even PermaNoob apparently is really good. It's a new forum that came out of the ashes from CG Hub, and it's slowly growing into, I don't know, valid, closer to conceptart.org when it comes to feedback quality. So that could be interesting. What else? There's not much. Yakuza stream is still going. Could be some bumps here and there. Sorry for the last times. There's been a lot of weird things happening. I'm still working to try and get Otakuton, getting the Otakuton material, getting some material ready for the convention. I might try to double down for Comic-Con Montreal if they take me, if they have enough places left, because you know that thing went sold really fast, and beyond the cost. That cost is quite expensive. You want a number? Okay, let's say $250 or $280, I think, compared to Otakuton, which is $130, $110, depending on your table size. There's a big difference, and again, now I gotta think like I gotta get that moneymaker mind where if I double down on Comic-Con, am I actually... Sorry, I'm sharpening the pencils. Remember, my X-Acto pencil sharpener died, so I have to cut this up like Conan the Barbarian. So you're gonna hear that sound. You know that sound. You hear it? Maybe not. Okay, anyway. So, if I double down on Comic-Con, is it gonna be worth it? Will I make my money back? due to my previous experiences at Comic-Con and the whole appearance of such celebrities like Stan Lee or Patrick Stewart, well, having the art gallery empty because of those celebrities was quite a detriment. At the same time, maybe I should aim for more commercial type of stuff, or pleasing certain fans, along with doing stuff for my own comic, Extra Stage. So I don't know. I'll see how it all goes down. I mean, it could be interesting to double down on Comic-Con just to see my friends and all that, and possibly call it the end, depending on the result I get after that entire weekend. Or maybe I should just skip that whole headache. But as the person trying to break into the whole professional industry, or break in even further, because right now I'm still doing contracts here and there, but I'm still not in that whole revenue stream of getting contracts, chain getting or chain acquiring contract one after another. So that is something I want, and going to conventions can potentially help to that. So maybe I gotta double down, or maybe not. There's multiple variables, and hell, we'll see what happens, right? I'm hoping Otakuton goes well. But then again, I gotta fight another demographics. I'm more into the cartoony stuff, and Otakuton has a lot, or is a bit more into manga, anime. The name says it, right? Otaku. So we'll see. But so far, it's been really great at Otakuton. It's been growing steadily year after year. So that's definitely a valid option. And the price is good. So I'll see what happens. That's about it. On the side, tablet, sent back my tablet. I'll see what happens in 3 to 2 weeks. So I gotta stick around in the Batcave and do all the artwork I need to do here. Bit of a detriment because usually at work I do have an extra an hour and 30, an hour break and 30 minutes of small breaks separate to do extra stuff, and that stuff is crucial to me because in an hour I still have time to do inking. In an hour I might be able to do flat shading or flat coloring along with shading. Like, there's multiple things I can do in an hour. So that hour's gone. Or those hours, I should say. Let's say 1 hour per day, so maybe 5 hours and so. Anyway, those are gone. And I'm kind of pissed at that. As you may have seen from my Microsoft rant. Jeez. So much anger. So much anger. Just the fact that this was like only 1 year, and here goes, And that's after just closing it properly every night, doing all those updates, and boom, this is what I get. Windows 8. Anyway, this is why I am looking into a different model. Well, not MS Surface. I'm looking for something at home, which is kind of a bit counterintuitive, but hear me out. Instead of purchasing the Cintiq at $3,000, there is an equivalent product at $600 to $700, which has got great reviews, and these guys are doing a better performance from what I hear than, let's say, a Cintiq smaller size, which is no longer being sold. See, I could have got that shit at $900. Actually, I'm not too sure. I know they scrapped a few models, but I can't be 100% certain that they scrapped the small model at $900. Either way, I'm getting something bigger and a bit more effective for $600 to $700, so why not jump on it, right? Looking into that, they're not gonna give me the Surface Pro 3, not even 2. Great, I do love you, but I still have another year on the warranty, so we'll see what happens with that. Yet, in the meantime, both of these options are not going to happen before the convention. That's mostly something I'll see if I can get in a year, not a year, in 2 to 3 months. Time to save up and such, because I'm not made out of money. Aside from that, there's going to be, well, not aside from that, this in in fact slows me down with certain things. I had a top 10 OST related type of list, and since I did all the sketches traditionally, I can't scan because, you know, my 7-year-old scanner just died, and taking pictures of them to then put them on the videos would be a bit cheap. So I'm gonna have to take more time to, of course, take pictures, quote unquote scanning them with my camera, and then doing them at home with my tools. So kind of a bit salty about that little time thing, but what can you do, right? Life happens. Except Microsoft, now I know, fuck them. But life happens, and if I can't scan these, then I'll just take a picture, redraw them, and it'll take the extra time. So that's being pushed aside, or pushed a bit further. The same goes with the next game design runback, which is not a Capcom product. Remember, I am not out to get Capcom. I just want to help them with their product. And I know there's a lot of noise in the background. Construction's been going on for a while. But yes, next title is not a Capcom game. So whoever's going to say you've got something against Capcom, yes I do. But I'm leaving them alone. Leave Capcom alone, please. So that's being pushed even further because I can't scan, right? So I'm gonna have to do the same thing as with the top 10 list. This is gonna become a thorn on my side until I get back my Surface, repaired Surface. Problems. Just gotta deal with it and find backup strategies. So far, they're taking pictures and redrawing has kind of worked for some of the Game of Thrones sketches you've seen me, or inking you've seen me do in the past vlogs. So, hey, alternate strategy number B, right? Number B, because it's out of nowhere and I just have to adapt on the spot. What else? PlayStation 4 is picking up dust. That's kind of bad. Let me just undust this. Why I'm not streaming Ishin yet, and what other games should I get for the PS4? I might be streaming some Metal Gear Ground Zero. I've already finished Infamous. The DLC is not coming out yet, but it's coming. And that's about it. I don't want to buy Assassin's Creed. You guys know I don't like Assassin's Creed. I don't want to buy Battlefield. I'm done with these kind of FPS. I'm more into Shadow Warrior, Serious Sam, and all that kind of stuff. What else? The only thing I'm really excited about is Guilty Gear. Wow, losing my words already. Guilty Gear Xrd. And from what I hear, I can play against my PlayStation 3 friends as well, so double down on that. And seeing that, PlayStation 4 is not region locked, then I'll probably get the Japanese version first on December, and then get the English version whenever it's coming out in 2015, from what I hear. There's no real official date for the English version, so I can't tell you for sure. Yet, I'm gonna purchase that. Straight up, this is gonna get me back into hardcore fighting game, because I've slowed down for a while. I had to do other things, and basically I'm not here to give money to Cashcom. Kinda done with that. Yet I don't have anything else to look for in the PS4. Destiny? I guess. Maybe. Like, I skipped the beta. I could have entered the beta. Maybe I'll look back at it. But I don't know. I don't really see myself going back into this kind of Halo shooter. I mean, I had a lot of fun with Borderlands. I loved some of the expansion. I loved the character and story. So, why would I go to Destiny, right? I just don't see myself playing it. It's odd. It's really odd. I'm going back towards Steam, some of those indie games, some of those games I show you in Quick Title Check. I keep popping them up from time to time, trying to complete them. Like Rogue Legacy is my cracking cocaine right now because it is addicting. It's a lot of gameplay mechanic tweaking, It's a lot of stats to build up, and it's just a whole lot of fun. And I couldn't even care if it's 1080p or whatever. It's the gameplay that's keeping me towards that game. The same goes with Freedom Planet, along with the voice acting and the story, but I couldn't give much more of a fuck about how much resolution and FPS it has if the gameplay's here to get me consistently, you know? So I'm kind of disappointed. I'm really disappointed. Hasty purchase, I guess. A hasty purchase. I could have placed all that money into that tablet equivalent. Straight up. But we'll see, right? The thing that kind of got me with the PS4 was Final Fantasy 15. Definitely psyched up for that. Kingdom Hearts 3. The Last Guardian, whenever that's gonna come out. Next Tekken? Maybe. I don't know. But aside from that, nothing. Really nothing. It's a tad bit too bad. Hasty purchase, man. I don't know. I really don't. If you guys know, drop a comment. Get me psyched up for some more titles. I really want to be psyched up. I don't want to be a negative person. Yet, you know, the state of the industry kind of drove me towards that negative thinking. Or negative/critical, whatever you want to say, you know. But state of the industry and current jobs kind of drove me into that. And right now, I am a huge skeptic when it comes to graphic boasting, frame rate boasting. Give me some gameplays. Give me something new, gameplay-wise. Give me something exciting. Guilty Gear, I love how it looks, even though it runs 60 frames per second, sure. But it looks gorgeous, the gameplay is going to be there, the character is going to be there, the story is going to be there, and the cool imagined cutscenes are going to be there. So, there you go, you've got my money. Guacamelee, I've already got it on PC. So, that's it, you know. I'm not gonna rebuy Rogue Legacy for PS4. Why? No reason. It's not even making use of the touchpad, right? Anyhow, I'm done with this extensive vlog. Gonna get some rest and then more drawings to be done. And more QTCs as well. Man, I need to change this mic. It sounds like shit. Logitech, this is the last time. I gotta save up money for some Turtle Beach, but that's expensive. So again, gotta think. Option select. Turtle Beach, or do I want a brand new tablet to make commissions a tad bit faster? Anyhow, I'm out. Moku signing out. If you want to talk, just drop in the comments, man. Let's talk. Get me psyched up for some of those PS4 games. I'm not even looking at Xbox. Microsoft lost me. The tablet, the Kinect, that whole stint they had at E3 a couple of years ago. Yeah, no, fuck that. I'm not touching it. Not gonna hate on it, but I'm just not touching it. Nintendo, yo, as soon as Bayonetta 2 is out, there could be an exchange from the PS4 to the Wii U. That's how messed up things are gonna get. Then I'm gonna get Wonderful 101. Then I'm gonna get Mario Kart. Then I'm gonna get Devil's Bird. Maybe. We'll see. Like, just dropping in there. Then I'm gonna get Mighty Number 9. Okay. Done. Later, guys. Conversation activate. Also, like and subscribe. See ya.